guys, how are we doing? Monday morning, God, last one of November before we start hitting the Christmas mental period. So it's been a rough couple of days, struggling with the flu and sick bug or whatever it was. It just completely crippled me. But to be fair, all in all, you know, I haven't been ill this year. It's been a busy year in terms of business and throwing my mindset into work and trying to grow, trying to establish a solid routine, trying to establish some solid health routines, getting into fitness, starting running again. It's been a barrage of work. We're going to be in some light in a minute so you'll be able to see me. It's been a barrage. It's been non-stop, consistent, and I think it all just kind of caught up and, fucking kill me for 48 hours. But we're back, fighting fit. Got to build up some calories and start training again Wednesday. So, today, I'm going to talk about that little period of 24 hours. Now, I feel in order to develop your health, mentally, physically, your well-being, you have to be in control of your emotions, your stress levels, your emotional levels. And I think we can control them within a 24-hour period. It's amazing what a 24-hour period can do. So just before I carry on, if you are listening at the end, please do just drop a review for me on the podcast or share this video. That'd be amazing for me. Thank you. So I remember I never forget, and being out here in the morning reminds me, and I just found my old winter's cap here that I used to wear when I was in the field. So when we was in the field in the Marines, that means we'll be out training, practicing fieldcraft, doing an exercise, doing an ambush, practicing ambush, doing troop attacks, whatever it might be, wrecking enemy targets. Sometimes it'd just be like, honestly guys, it would just be cold and fucking miserable. I remember being sat at the back and we were rear support, like for our training exercise, and we'd be sitting there for fucking 4 or 5 hours just thinking, this is shit. Okay, now, my mindset though, I used to go, okay, so when am I going to be in 24 hours? And sometimes I'd still be on exercise for 24 hours. And I think to myself, okay, in 24 hours, I'm going to be at home with wife in a nice warm house, and I won't even be thinking about this. And a lot can happen in 24 hours. The whole situation can change, the way that you think, your state of mind, your emotions. And if we put that into today's world, or your world, or specifically to your lifestyle and the way that you live your life, 24 hours is a long time, and it should almost be a rule in your life not to react until 24 hours has passed. Now, I don't know about you, but something's happened that it might have triggered me, pissed you off. Something might have sent you mental, and you can feel that anger inside the pit of your stomach, and you get that adrenaline shooting through to your heart, and you're like, you motherfucker, and you're about to unleash fury, either verbally, or you do your stupid rants on Facebook, where you just go blah 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 blah, and you're ranting off, or you're writing an email to someone that you're really pissed off about, and you don't take the time to compose yourself, but instead react quite emotionally and angrily. Ever been there? This way, you two. Let's go. Ever been there? I know that I have, and I know that you have. Bang, snap. You just snap immediately. Now, the same is things are with if you worry about stuff. So if you've been sent a letter by someone, it could be something to do with medical, you're waiting to get results or something. It's never really as bad as it seems. So, don't always think the worst. Don't lose your rag within that period. And I always find that 24 hours of just taking a deep breath, absorbing the information, controlling your habits, your emotions, and sort of finding the time just to sort of take a step back and go, slow down, pony boy. Let's just let the fire settle. Let's just let the dust settle, let me just take in exactly what information that you're trying to give me. Come here, you two. Sorry. Digby, Jesse, come here. Come here. Okay, now put lights on so we can see you. Yeah, so process that information that you're trying to tell me, you know, and simmer down and calm down. Take 24 hours. Your thought process in 24 hours will be much better than it is immediately. You'll regret a lot of the stuff that you do within the immediate aftermath of finding out something, of initially getting angry or triggered, and you'll regret it. And you'll say stuff you don't mean, you'll take action you don't want to take, and that will affect your levels, right? And that's... Come here now! Let's go, come here! Dopey. And that will affect your life. That will affect your health, your stress levels. You'll then use all of these things to as an excuse not to train, not to eat well. You'll go home and have a drink, you'll have a beer. Your coping mechanism will suddenly revert back to negative habits and negative routines that won't serve you whatsoever. So you can see by just taking that 24 hours, you can continue eating well, continue the process, don't think the worst of the situation, don't allow yourself to react. I mean, does that make sense? If that makes sense, you can let me know. And it's very easy to say it right now, but it's something that you have to, again, train your brain to implement, to follow, to process. Otherwise you're just going to like continuously lose your rag. You are going to continuously become emotional and stressed. You're then the ripple effects are you're going to eat and drink shit because you just think, fuck it, self-sabotage. I'm just really angry. I just want to do what I want to do. I don't want to train. I don't really value myself. And all of those emotions go out the window. So it's one way of being able to control stress. It's one way of being able to not think the worst. How many people think the worst as soon as the doctor phones them and says, I just need to see you about your blood test, and all they want to tell you is that your cholesterol is much better. And you've been sitting there worrying, okay? Or, you know, somebody at work has said something about you or tried to do something or given you a task that you don't want or some shit, and you're just like immediately react and you make yourself look like a dick because you reacted angrily, and you want to be known as that composed guy, that composed, in control guy who seems to be able to take everything on the chin. All right, it's a skill, it's an art. Being able to absorb stress, being able to absorb negativity, being able to absorb emotions where you think the worst of everything. You know, I'm a nightmare. I'm a hypochondriac. Every time I'm ill, I'm thinking that's me. I'm done. I'm on the way out. You know, that's some form of cancer. I'm bound to get it at some point. So fucking, this is it. And I'm a nightmare like that. So I have to work really, really hard to get my mindset in the right place where I don't think the worst all of the time. It's a nightmare. And I used to react really hot-headedly. Really hot-headedly. You know, I used to be just blunt, rude. Used to be a dick, like back in the day. But over time, I've managed to be able to train my brain, train of thought, introduce this 24-hour rule, and just kind of just think to myself, okay, breathe, take a second, sleep on it, wake up tomorrow, you'll think differently, you'll act differently, and the result at the end will be different. Right, so nice bit of advice for you just to get started on a Monday morning. Let's make sure you're ready to fire it up. No excuses, make sure we're on top of it. It's time to level up. If you haven't got yourself in the 7-day trial, get on the fucking 7-day trial. It's free. There's some free coaching videos coming your way. You'll be in the group. You'll be seeing what it's all about with the guys in the Brotherhood, getting some workouts as well. It's a great kickstart to get you going before Christmas. If you haven't shared, please do share the video. And if you haven't reviewed on podcast, please do get in there. And do let me know what you think of the podcast. It'd be really great to hear, guys. So it's good to be back. Thanks for listening, and I will catch you tomorrow morning, guys.